Well, she has a nice house. Lucky duck. I still don't even know where Jack lives with his family.
Ranulph of Chester and his half-brother stole Lincoln Castle from Stephen. At least this is a chance for us to take it back.
For us? Who is us? The whole of England is strangled by new taxes and torn apart by this senseless quarrelling.
Senseless quarrelling? You still think I'm just playing around?
No.
I put my life at risk, Ali, for you and me. This isn't a game.
I know that.
Do you? It's an honor to be one of the King's Knights.
An honor that costs a lot of money.
Oh, now you broke it, Jonathan.
There's someone at the door. I'll be right back.
Oh. Go play.
Jack.
Hey.
So,
Yes.
what brings you here?
Ooh. We're not gonna give away that we're with her.
Do you have a visitor?
Are you jealous?
Everything all right there?
Yes, it will just take a minute. Sorry, but my brother is waiting. He has to ride back to Shiring soon.
Ah, I see. All right. I just wanted to tell you that I found out about the book.
What book? Oh, Ovid. You were still looking for that.
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
I don't know. It just feels like there are so many problems right now at the construction site. That reminds me. Could you tell Philip that I've come up with an idea how he can pay the workers?
Oh. How?
I'll buy up all of his wool and sell it on the fleece fair myself. But I need to go to Shiring first and get the money.
All right. I'll tell him. By the way, they have a copy of the Amores in Winchester.
Oh? I think I know someone who might be able to get it. But first we need to make sure Philip gets his money and talks to Percy.
Who?
Percy Hamley, the Earl.
Percy Hamley, the fat oaf.
Congratulations! Everybody heard you.
So
With
what?
little Jonathan
They're
in the
all
corner.
bastards.
I think I should be going.
Ah, all right. See you later, Jack?
Of course.
Why was she acting like she didn't want to see us?
Bastards. You're gonna have to forget that word really quick, little brother.
So for them, you've got money, Ali.
So you were eavesdropping on me. Great. That deal with Philip will help them and us, Richard.
Robert of Gloucester is advancing on Lincoln as we speak. Tomorrow we will ride from Shiring. And what I need from you is money for a new sword and a gambeson. And I want my shield painted in Stephen's colours.
Is this leading anywhere, Richard? You've been doing this for years now, and has the king ever considered making you Earl of Shiring?
Not yet. But I fought side by side with him before. He knows my name, Ali.
Oh, all right. I will meet you in Shiring, and I'll bring the money.
Oh no, when we play her, we're going to have to decide whether to give the money to the workers or to give money to her brother. Well, crap. Decisions.
Father Philip. Yes? Aliena says you can pay your workers. She has enough money to buy up all the Priory's wool and sell it in Shiring. And that way, you get your money earlier.
Really?
But you have to accompany her to shiring. She has to fetch the money first.
The sooner the better. I have to talk to Percy Hamley anyway. Thank you, Jack. Now you better get back to work. Tom wanted to talk to you.
Oh, he's such an angsty little teenager. I wonder how old Jack is. He can't be that old.
Yeah, if I talk to Tom now, he'll insist I stay at the construction site and work. Am I really done out here?
I'm definitely done out here. Because I'm not going to fuck around with Alfred's stuff. I really don't know what to do with the ants. I think it's just to, like, be a pest. There is nothing I can do with the ants. I'm sure that Ellen doesn't want them. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up. I don't want to start trouble with Alfred.
Jack!
What?
Come here, please. You wanted to finish your core bill, and I let you. Instead, you pick another fight with Alfred. You hit him.
Oops.
And don't tell me he started it, because everyone else told me you started the fight.
Oh no.
Subliminally just told me you disturbed the monks in the scriptorium.
I have made
Philip told
mistakes.
me to
Oh my
practice
goodness, I'm
reading.
so bad.
The Bible, not the kind of book you were looking for. Then you go and waste your time in the cemetery and the market, and in the kitchen, and chatting to the Fullers.
I made a barn for them. I wanted to help them.
You should have been working instead. Don't you know how close we are to shutting down the construction? If I'd not planned ahead, it would all be over now. But how am I to plan ahead if I can't rely on you, Jack?
What? Watch out! Whoa.
Are you all right?
Yes.
Up here! Hey, hurry up, quick!
What's going on here?
Your son thinks I dropped the stones.
You were the one who pulled them up, weren't you?
Of course. That is my job.
He was probably angry because he might not get paid.
Alfred, stop it.
What?
Peter, what happened?
I'm not sure. But there was a monk. He was wearing a black robe. And when he saw me looking at him, he ran away. Maybe it was him.
A black robe? Are you saying this was my fault?
No. I'm sure I didn't recognize him. He wasn't from here.
No. Peter dropped the stone and doesn't want to admit it.
I assure you, a monk would never do such a
I
thing.
saw the monk.
I don't believe him.
I'm gonna say something.
I saw a monk in black in the market.
Oh, did you? I was there too when you were. Tell us, what did he do when you saw him?
Did he break the jug? Oh shoot, he hit a man, I don't remember. I think he almost stepped on a few chickens.
He almost stepped on a few chickens.
Wait, Jack is right. I remember now. There was a monk there, and he went into the cathedral.
I'll go up front and look for him. You check the back.
All right.
Because the guy dropped the pot before the guy in the black robe. Where is the monk in black? Did he really cut the rope? Wait a minute, is that gonna be Ellen? Find the monk in black. Let's just keep going. Saw the monk. The monk is...
Where did he go?
Well, we went down here, the road to the bridge. Could have been to the bridge or to the mill, but I just saw them go this way. It is Ellen! What are you doing, Mom? Oh no.
Hey, you! Hey!
Slingshot. It isn't. Okay.
What happened to you, monk?
Mother!
Jack?
He's not a monk! He tried to kill me!
You did what?
Please,
I know you. You are with them. Did they send you?
Please, let me go!
Don't kill
What
him.
did they send you for?
Tom Builder! I was sent here to kill Tom Builder.
Tom,
What is going on here?
take heed. I know you. I know your face. Tell them that you succeeded. Tell them that Tom Builder is dead.
But...
Tell them, or I will find you.
yes.
Speak up, or I'll put a curse on you.
I will tell them what you ask. Please.
What the hell? What was that? Why did you let him go?
He was after Tom. After all these years, it's happening again.
What is?
Just tell Tom to stay low. If we're lucky, they'll think he's dead.
Why don't you tell him?
I'm the reason they're trying to kill him. It's my fault.
What?
We should never have come to Kingsbridge, Jack.
Letter from Francis. What did Ellen do? Coming for Tom. Whose child did she have? Who's Jack's father? Letter from Francis. Okay. My dear Philip, it has been far too long since we last spoke. To tell the truth, there is little I can write, as all of Earl Robert's scribes are sworn to secrecy. I remember well when we saw each other on New Year's Day and talked about the world of politics. Now that a few years have passed and the conflict between my Earl Robert and Stephen is still raging on, I can understand why you chose the life of a prior. Involving oneself in politics has always led to more suffering. Yeah, politics suck, dude. I am accompanying Robert of Gloucester on his quest against Stephen through England. Wherever we go, everyone talks about the wonderful work Prior Philip of Kingsbridge is doing. Your Saint Adolphus is well known even in Wales and Scotland now. Your brother Francis.
Excuse me, Philip? Philip?
I'm sorry.
Is everything all right?
I was just thinking about my brother. What is it?
Aliena is ready to go to Shiring with you.
Then I must not keep her waiting.
Okay, so we're going to Shiring. This is going to be great.
As we rode, Aliena expressed relief that Percy Hamley held court in Shiring Town during the Fleece Fair, and not in her father's castle. I had not yet confessed to Aliena that I blamed myself for her father's fate. I felt the guilt and shame starting to rise when we came to a large group of peasants looking as desperate as the refugees that had come from Earl's Castle back then.
Head on to Shiring or talk to the peasants. Let's talk with the peasants, see what they have to say.
Philip stopped to talk to the peasants, and so did I. Of course, he couldn't pass by people in need of help. Not even when he was on his way to try and save Kingsbridge from another attack by the Hamleys. Two of the peasants broke into tears and begged for food. Philip was mortified as they grabbed the hem of his robe and pleaded for mercy. They said they were from Wigley. They had illegally erected a mill and hadn't paid taxes to the Earl of Shiring for grinding flour. I bit my lip when they mentioned the title that used to belong to my father. As punishment, the Earl had destroyed their mill. Philip seemed unsure what to say about Percy Hamley's punishment for these peasants. I was less hesitant.
Oh, absolutely not. Dude, fuck the Earl of Shiring right now. He's evil.
I asked why they'd built an illegal mill. The peasants told us that milling taxes had doubled in their village. The peasants shouted and cried that the Earl had also burnt their fields, destroyed their houses, and taken their livestock from them. A few of them had even been killed. Philip told them to go to Kingsbridge for food. As we rode on, he said nothing. Maybe he had begun to lose hope that he would ever solve his problems with the Earl in Shiring.
I had never trusted the Hamleys, but it seemed I had grown careless over the years. They had thus far kept their word to King Stephen, but now I felt I should have known that they would eventually break it. As I was thinking these grim thoughts, we passed by a gallows with 2 men dangling by their necks. An old woman stood by one of the corpses and snarled at us.
Okay. Stop and talk to the old woman. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't because she looks like the old woman from Snow White, but I feel like I need to talk to her. I think she's looting that body.
The old woman looked at us like a cornered animal. Philip demanded to know what had happened. She cackled and shook her head. She continued looking through the dead men's clothes. She'd already taken off their shoes and found a couple of coins on one of the corpses. Only now I realized that someone had tied foxtails to the corpses. Their hands had been cut off and their faces were burnt.
Is she a witch? I'm not gonna say that because I don't want to piss her off. And they're dead anyway and they're not gonna need their coin.
I asked with a stern voice what had happened to the men. The old woman cackled and said that they had played with fire. When Philip asked that she should, by God, answer my question, she became serious. She told him that these men were poachers caught by the Earl's men hunting in his forests. Philip rode on, and when I caught up with him, I could see that now, more than ever, he was determined to talk to Percy Hamley.
Isn't that ridiculous? You have to get permission to be able to hunt.
Aliena rode by my side without knowing that I had long been responsible for her family's fate. Ever since I had made the mistake of trusting Waleran by God. I felt like a fly in a cobweb. Every move I made seemed to lead to further calamities. But then I heard Aliena as she sped past me. "Shiring," she exclaimed.
Philip is carrying a lot of guilt, and I'm hoping that he can get over that and not let it affect what's going on in the story. Oy vey. The Rise of Kingsbridge. There is a lot going on right now. What you did your best to finish your Corbel. With Ellen's and Milius' support, you managed to help the Fullers. Alfred likes you, but you took revenge on him. I did flick him in the forehead. My bee. Richard is trying to reclaim the earldom for himself and Aliena. You visited Cuthbert and told Brother Arnaldus you will bury him. You destroyed all 3 wasps' nests, and you caught the assassin. Ellen forced him to report that Tom is dead. Well, this is going to be very interesting. Chapter 11.